Alright, hey guys. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. It's been a while, actually. But when we last left off, I think we were finishing up with the elves. Correct? Yeah. Yeah, and I spawned a new theory. And then actually, fun fact, since then I've finished my first playthrough of Inquisition. There was information in there, not necessarily information, but a detail that I noticed, which supported that theory. That the, not so much a theory as a connection I've noticed between the, ancient elves and the human barbarians. But, oh well. Companions. Nah, probably not. Yeah. So that was exciting. Also,
yes.
Suddenly I kind of want to see if I can make or force Morgan to talk to her mother. Actually, never mind. Hang on. Alright. I'm back again. The game keeps crashing. I love when it does that. Alright, where are we going? Ah, right. Dwarves. Getting started with the dwarves. I like how we just blatantly go directly through the blight.
Might be a nice help.
Okay. We're being attacked. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Alright, man, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
Yes. Another point for me.
What? Oh my god. The fuck? We're being attacked by a head. Oh my god. Doesn't even have hair. Floating eyes and mouth.
Stop. Don't kill him.
What? Why not? He was trying to kill us.
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained.
What armor?
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I see no armor.
Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking.
Oh my god.
I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Probably, yeah. Unless he means me. Now that I think about it, there have been assassins coming for me too. The red-haired girl, yeah, get it? Okay, whatever. Who's trying to kill Liliana?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and
Yeah,
where to
I
get
said
my
who,
money.
not why.
Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems.
I
Maybe we can
don't
work something out.
understand,
You
sir.
like the idea.
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
I'm guessing this is part of the improved atmosphere mod, and there are some missing files there, I guess. Well, don't just stop there, tell us.
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Yeah, fuck off. Be glad we didn't kill you.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Well, why now? I mean, I agree, like, I don't know who else it would be, but why now?
Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
Well, don't worry, babe. I won't let anyone harm you. Oh god, that felt really gross to say.
She needs
I
to
don't know.
answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out.
Yeah, we'll go, like, ASAP. Not
Perhaps
actually
it's time to
ASAP,
settle
but...
this score for good.
Approval. Alright, Morrigan's got a level. Or 2 levels. Arcane Warrior. Alright, I guess I'll go with this. Cool. Oh, damn. Should've brought the, Arcane Warrior armor with us. Wait. Oh.
Oh, right. Yes.
Alright, now let's get the rest of the way to Orzammar. Okay, for a second there it looked like Morrigan didn't have any body. I was like, no, not you too!
And I'm off.
What? She's doing it too. Oh my god.
About time.
Oh my god. Okay. Buddy. Ma'am. It's a very impressive, trick you do there. I'm impressed, but... Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes.
Do you ever get this glitch that's just like too good? It's just too great. Like...
Are we descending into the underground? The thought of so much rock over one's head is disquieting.
Look at all these people hawking their wares. It's almost like a little city.
Most traders aren't allowed into Orzammar, so they just sort of gather near the doors. There's no laws up here at all, I'm told.
Alright, guess we're gonna go kill someone. Anything I want to check out up here?
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armor and weaponry this side of Val Royale.
Previously owned?
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy like new for much, much less?
And where do you get like new armor?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy.
Clearly.
Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
Ooh. Fancy shit. Didn't I already have that dagger, like... Okay. I think I've been collecting these. I think. I don't know. Alright, but look at this crafting stuff. Now let's go in the city.
King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his
King?
appointed
Whoa,
messenger.
whoa, whoa, what? King Loghain?
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar
Oh.
will have none but its own until our throne is
Yeah,
settled.
tell him. I have business in Orzammar too, though.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
Why have the dwarves retreated?
They hide because they are dwarves.
What?
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endrunai Dukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on
Buddy.
a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Well, the Grey Wardens need their traditional dwarven allies.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of
No,
King
that's
Logain.
slow gain thinking
Well, that
you're
is the
thinking
royal
about.
saying. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
Ha.
You're letting in a traitor
Ha.
and a foreigner? In the name of King Logain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
What? Okay. Yeah. First of all, no one's king yet. Second of all, you don't have that authority. You don't have that authority. I'm pretty sure the gate guard doesn't have that authority either. Like, nobody's got that authority. Fuck you.
What? Lies and slander! King Logain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each
Whoa.
other as you will. But get your
Excuse
son
me,
and fight
then.
Off my doorstep.
Why didn't you just say that? Oh, King Logain's messenger. So impressive. I'm Rick. Looks like a motherfucker. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying not to like cough directly into the mic. I feel like that'd be a little rude.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched?
Yeah, I kind of wonder that myself.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Alright.
Atrost follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting. Your presence will be tolerated.
Yeah, like that. I'm coughing.
Those statues are dwarven paragons, if I remember right. The best
Now
of their
that's
ancestors.
a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
I mean, if she doesn't
For the love of paragons.
care enough to become like a paragon, then she just doesn't care that much. Like, there's not much you can do.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
Who?
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors, even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
So, find one?
Surfacers always assume nothing happens underground without them. Many are trying, despite our stalemate.
Okay.
Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Do you have any tales of the wilds?
None of the sort you like. No
Yes.
princesses in tall towers or knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not all I like.
Do you want tales of the chastened wilders who dwell in the marsh? Do you want to hear of the slow deaths they inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the wilds that lay their eggs on your skin so their young may eat you alive when hatched? Or a tale of my mother's marsh cuisine. That, in my opinion, is the most terrifying of all my tales.
No, I don't want to hear about those things.
Then I have no tales for you.
Okay, so, question is, Flemeth's cooking and Alistair is cooking. Who would win in a fight? Some food for thought there.
And I'm off.
Wait, what? It's happening again.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. We will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh, God. People are killing each other in the streets.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
So sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones we need to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Alright, I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Wow. Alright, actually,
Yes, Warden. What is it?
never mind.
Yes, you...
I was gonna ask him about a paragon, but...
So this is Orzammar.
Oh well.
It's huge.
It's big. Where did they put all the rock, I wonder?
I mean, this was probably already a natural cavern to begin with, and they just worked with it. Oh well. Anyway.
I have heard much about the halls of the dwarven kings, but the stories do it no justice. It is so strange, harsh, yet beautiful.
Ooh. Hey there. I don't really like being in caves. It's unsafe. There's a blight there.
The dwarves have lived here for thousands of years. I'm sure it is perfectly safe. And have you seen those tiny pig-like burrowing animals? They are adorable. I wish I could have one as a pet. But they must be hard to catch and... Oh, just ignore me. I'm so silly sometimes. Let's just go.
Nugs are pretty cute.
So, you met this sibling of yours?
Half-sister, but yes.
And she turned out to be an insufferable hag?
You'd have liked her. You two have a lot in common.
And you let her berate you without punishment?
It's moments like this when I truly appreciate the difference between you and me.
It is moments like this when I truly wonder at the difference between you and a toadstool.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
So, Balin, is that King Indrin's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
So yeah, so what are these people's platforms? What do you know about Lord Harrowmont?
Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
So why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Oh wow, shit. Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I'm Cora, I'm a Grey Warden, and we need help.
A Grey Warden?
Yeah.
That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
Who has the authority to send aid against the Blight?
A Blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets.
Yeah, I kinda noticed.
Stranger, I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest
seriously?
you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Sucks.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? You look like you're not from around here.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi?
I've been trying to reach
I mean, I've heard of
someone for
circles.
years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning
The question is, why would you want to?
They tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Wow, you've sure, done your research.
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
Yeah, I'm with Morrigan this time.
No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Alright, I can bring them your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating.
The entire Imperium wrote a book.
Once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child.
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
I mean, yeah, it's cute, but like...
Right now, I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
The social strata quickly makes itself evident no matter where one goes.
So the closer you live to the surface, the higher class you are. Unless you're actually on the surface.
From what I've heard of dwarven politics, I'm almost surprised we haven't seen blood running these streets.
We have already, haven't we? They're like, stab that guy? They totally stabbed that guy.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless proves his dedication to
Ooh.
change. No dwarf is without worth, he has been heard to say.
Oh, right.
The assembly
Yes.
is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
Isn't that what you were already
I suggest we have
doing?
a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
That's how I imagine Congress happens.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
Guests of state like us. Don't you recognize the Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard.
I'm sure it has.
Your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times.
We're getting involved in politics.
Harrowmont's man
Yeah.
can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin.
Oh, goody.
What news do you bring?
I was looking for you. You know who I am?
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and her eclectic entourage.
Considering I'm not a dwarf, yeah.
I hear you seek the aid of Orzammar's finest.
Just keep flashing the treaty around to everyone. I need aid against the blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
I'm not a spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Oh, excuse me, two assembly members. Desher is their formal title.
Yeah, I figured that
Harrowmont
much.
can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where'd you get these?
That's not important. If
Not
they
important?
ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
But isn't there someone you could report this to? Like,
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
He'd hold a distant relative over his duty.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
I'll think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time.
Was that a threat?
I'll be here if you change your mind.
Is that a threat? Yeah, I'm definitely checking this out now.
So, what do you think will happen to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to Denerim. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
Don't you wish you could have stayed there? To help more people, I mean.
If the Blight isn't stopped, everyone will die. This is the greater good we're serving, both of us, right here.
So it's all right to let some people die for the greater good? I'm not so sure about that. I felt bad leaving all those people there, all panicked and helpless.
You're doing what you must, Alistair. There will be worse to come yet. You will need to steel yourself. You know this.
I've never been very good at that. The steeling myself part. I find it better sometimes to just be a little weak. I'm all right with that, really.
I don't believe you. And either way, it's not as if any of us has a choice.
Anyway, so yeah. Basically, Balin is the very progressive candidate, and Harrowmont is much more conservative. Now, if this were like real life, I would be like immediately distrust Harrowmont. Just on like nothing except for the conservative thing.
Oh, right.
You know.
Yes.
But
going. And I'm off. Huh.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, this isn't real life, so I'm not following my usual rules. Anyway, I do not like the way... Also remember, Cora is a neutral. And she did not like the way that Vartag guy was talking to her. So...
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Let's talk about Orzammar.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What does the Shaper do?
The Shaper it guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the
That is a sweet beard you've got there.
The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost ties. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad. Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Tell me some history.
We were a great empire once. But we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the empire...
Never mind.
Your presence here...
Okay. Weird, okay.
Going.
Oh, I guess he didn't actually give us the documents yet. Because we were like, we'll think about it. And I'm still thinking about it.
If you want Balin to support you in
Oh,
this surface
whoops.
war, you'll have to help him take the throne.
Alright, what do you want me to do?
I have the promissory. As a neutral party, you could present the evidence.
What?
And convince them Lord Harrowmont plans to cheat them.
Alright. I'll do that. I will. Give me the papers
Lady
now.
Haze doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at taverns in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
That just is a red flag right there. Right there. The fact that you don't want them traced back to you, like, I mean, if you're not willing to take credit for doing something, you shouldn't be doing it. I mean, I guess there are cases where it's like, I guess it doesn't really matter. But, like, when it's important shit like politics, then yeah. Yeah, I would say that kind of matters. Alright, hey there. Let's do this for real now.
Is there more you would know from Orzammar's memories?
Can you look at these? I don't believe him.
These are Harrowmont lands promised here. But these are not the deals we approved at the Shaperit. Where did you get these?
Vartag Gavorn.
And he scripted these counterfeits? This is a serious crime.
Oh.
I will have the Ministry of Lands begin an investigation into the Gavorns immediately.
They're forged?
Not entirely. There were 2 promised deals, but their terms differed significantly from what is presented here. It appears the scripter altered the dates and locations of the agreements to make them identical.
So is it true that you're related to Harrowmont?
He is a kinsman, yes. If you count to the 6th degree of remove, I'm related to every noble lineage still represented in Orzammar. I can even trace my descendant directly to House Sigmund, which lost its tie to the Darkspawn 13 generations ago.
Do you get a vote?
The Shaperit do not vote. We simply record history as it happens.
But do you have a preference?
I cannot speak my opinions. History can be changed with a careless word.
Can you tell me about Prince Balin?
The prince consulted me before his father died. He wanted to know about King Bimo, the last king to rule during the Blight. I told him Bimo made many changes during his rule. The assembly was even disbanded for a 2-year period.
What?
Bimo declared that, in times of war, the warrior caste answered directly to the king, and all voting was suspended. Balin seemed quite interested.
Oh, So he's interested in, executive orders and that shit. Can you tell me about Vartag Gavorn?
The Gavorn family is a minor one, founded when a daughter of the Ferender house married down to a warrior caste man. Her brother died, leaving her family heirless. So the assembly granted him a new family name and allowed him to adopt his daughter's children as heirs. Vartag Gavorn is on record asking the assembly to bar Harrowmont from King Endrin's sick room. He's a vocal supporter of Prince Balin.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna have to go talk to someone.
You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna punch him in the face. Well, guess who just switched over to Team Harrowmont? She actually doesn't even care that much about who's the king, but she does not appreciate being lied to and talked down to like that.
Have you found Lady Dace and Lord Helmy?
Well, according to the Shaper of Memories, these papers are forged.
Forged? Well, naturally they're forged. There is no legal way for Harriman to sell the same land twice over, is there?
No, as in, like, they're fake. You made them fake. Tell me where you really got these.
You want to know how the game is played? I wrote the papers and left a sizable fee with the registry office to back them. But if you think figuring it out gets you off the line, you don't understand how this works. I'm asking for a show of loyalty, so exactly how much truth is involved shouldn't matter in the slightest. Now, where does your allegiance lie, Warden?
With Lord Harriman.
Be careful about so boldly declaring yourself the prince's enemy.
I'm not afraid of Prince Balin. Okay, he is kind of creepy. Like, I was playing the dwarven noble background, and I was doing up this really cute little dwarf, and then this middle-aged dude walks in, and I was like, oh, is this like my dad or someone? And he's like, hey, big sis. And I was like, what? And it was Balin. So I'm guessing, like, the, I'm pretty sure that the Dwarven Noble is the only origin that's actually supposed to be any older than, like, late teens, early 20s. Anyway, I think we're out of time for this episode. Next time we're gonna be looking for Lord Harriman now, because Cora does not take insults lightly. So, see you then.